I'm supposed to be working right now. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm not.
Do the intro real quick. Yeah, welcome to the PLAP. I'm Death Perception, and joining me today is Kreza Thor
Hello.
and Azai.
Hey, how's it going?
And today we're gonna be talking about dreams. Yeah. All right. So who wants to go first?
I kind of had a bit of a nightmare yesterday, actually.
All right. Cool. Let's hear about it.
Did you guys ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
There's this one character, like the guy that the Walt's wife is cheating with. Remember him?
Yeah, it was like the Office guy.
Yeah. Remember how he dies?
I didn't get that far.
He just trips and like breaks his neck on like a piece of furniture.
Damn.
That's what I dreamed. I dreamed that I was like with like some sort of younger cousin or a kid that I'm taking care of, and I accidentally trip him and he breaks his neck.
Oh, jeez.
And for the remainder of the dream, I imagine for some reason me and my parents are living in like a very, very high up apartment, and I'm thinking of what to do with the body the whole dream.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about how can I guess you could dissolve him. I guess you can chop him up. There's like this, but let's think rational here. What am I actually gonna fucking do? I don't have time. Am I gonna just throw him off the cliff, off of the balcony? Am I gonna put him in a bag and throw him in the fucking in the dumpster? What am I actually gonna do? And I just do that for like I don't know how long. Dreams feel very, very. Time is warped in dreams, I guess.
But now, if you accidentally kill someone, you'll know you'll have like a huge plan for what you could do.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I
It's
guess
good info.
I mean, I right now I live on a like a kind of a farmhouse. I could theoretically just dig a hole and bury them there.
Now that's thinking rational.
Don't have to like worry about transportation or getting seen. I guess I could put them in a wheelbarrow and take them to the garbage place. But there's this lake real near here that I could just throw them in there.
Also, any CIA agents listening, this is purely hypothetical.
In
Yeah,
Minecraft.
but it's a dream I had in Minecraft.
Yes. Okay, so that's my dream. I accidentally become a murderer and have to become even more of a monster. How about you guys?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of my dreams are just kind of me going to a place that I've never been before. I can kind of fly in most of them, and that's kind of cool. But I got this but sometimes I get like really dumb ones. Like, one time I was like Naruto running around downtown, and I was like, this is so dumb.
Nice.
But I'm going so fast!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had dreams where I'm like running incredibly fast, and I'm thinking of like how am I even doing this? Because like it's like I'm horizontal and I'm walking, I'm running, so like there's no space for my knees to go. Because when you're running, you start leaning forward. So anyway, it's only logical that if you're going really really fast, you would just be horizontal. So
like in Devilman?
I don't know. My brain just came up with like a new mode of transportation, a fictional. That's also like in my dreams. I'm able to fly sometimes, but it always has rules. Like I have to do something with my coat or something.
Hmm.
Do you have anything like that?
I did have a lot of dreams in which these those cartoon mountains with the cartoon roads going up and down like a spiral.
Yeah.
So I always dreamed like for some reason I'm in a speeding car going up and up and up this spiral road on this mountain, and the seat is like on spring. It's on a spring, and like it's at some point it just bounces me up, and I'm just holding myself on the chair itself, and nothing else is holding me. And the car is speeding. It's leaning to the left. and I'm on a spring chair above the car basically, and eventually I let go of the chair accidentally, and I fall in this really really deep forest, and that's when I wake up all the time. Does that mean anything? I wonder. I don't know.
I was a bit distracted by the NW caster link.
Oh, I haven't even started a new caster. I always just delete that. I found them completely worthless.
'Cause we got
Yeah, as long as Craig.
Yeah. By the way, did you release the episode or?
I'm still rendering it right now.
Oh, base.
I'm rendering the frame. It's currently at 40,000 out of 130,000. I started rendering like an hour ago.
Oh God.
We we're not doing the podcast anymore. We're talking about the podcast.
Well, that's a staple of the PCP.
ECP.
And we're pussy pooing around, you know.
Yeah. I think it'd be good to once like we're at episode 10, just kind of like take a episode to just kind of just talk about, how to make the show better and just stuff like that.
Yeah. Fair.
What we've learned the last 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Since you guys are having a bit of a hard time with the topic, maybe let's play around with the topic. Maybe what is your dream? Haha. Do you want to become the king of the pirates or the ninja master?
I mean, I can still talk about sleep dreams, but I don't know. I don't really have a dream anymore because like I had one back in college. Well, I mean, I'm in college again now, but before I had like a dream, then it kind of died, and now I'm just kind of like whatever.
Oh.
I'll figure it out.
My dream is to guide humanity safely into the singularity. Yeah.
That's a noble goal.
Yeah, because
Uh,
the
uh,
artificial intelligence kind of scary sometimes.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like the concept of something eventually becoming more intelligent than everyone on Earth seems possible, and also, it's like if you play chess with a chess computer that's better than you, well, the chess computer will just win. So if you play life against a computer that's smarter than you, then the computer is just going to achieve its goals, and you won't have much influence on the future of reality anymore.
That's terrifying,
And
Um,
there's so much infrastructure that needs to be put in place for that. I don't.
Yeah,
That
it's
doesn't
complicated.
worry me at all.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Dreams are totally achievable if you aim low enough, you know.
yeah.
I
Some
I
dreams
kind of
are like,
achieved mine.
oh yeah, what was your dream?
Play video games as much as possible.
nice. I mean, that's
Uh,
the eventual goal, right?
and
Like guide humanity into singularity, and then we can play video games forever.
Yes. Uh, and I've done this by while not becoming a NEET, by getting a job midway through in university and not never stopping, I guess. Uh, Getting used to having a lot of my time just eaten away for currency acquiring purposes. That
Mm.
sucks, but I guess playing video games too much does burn you out, so I guess it's good.
Eventually, once the singularity happens, video games will start playing you.
Whoa.
I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait.
Speaking about money, I lost 59 euros in the last 24 hours in terms of Bitcoin. It's plummeting.
More like Bitcoin. Got him again. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
but that's shitcoin.
Ha! Even better. Fuck you, Ben.
I maybe the what a normal what a Bitcoin person would say is time. It's time to buy more.
That's
Yeah.
true, but I already bought more when it went down a little.
Mm.
I want it to go
And I
down a
don't want it.
lot,
I don't
and
want.
then I'm gonna buy some.
Nice.
Get on the
Watch
train.
it go up immediately when you say
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I have like stupidly good luck. Like it's fucking retarded. Like it's not even fair. Like because my brother has really shit luck, so like nothing ever works out for him. But like something will just kind of happen, and then it just works out in the end for me, and I'm like, ha, I win again, and then he cries. It's funny.
That's
Nice.
that's a setup for a light novel right there.
Oh man,
He will have his revenge.
he probably will. Once he steals Tom's blood and becomes immortal.
And then stabs you with a mask that has spikes coming out of it.
Oh man, actually that's really funny. So my little brother would fucking go around wearing a Halloween mask everywhere for a while.
Hey,
And he wore like a Grim Reaper robe, and it's like, dude, you're 13. What are you doing?
I mean that's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, it
Any
was.
older and that's gonna be too cringe,
I think he was even still going around in like the Grim Reaper robes around the house when he was like 16, and sometimes it got to a point where I just had to keep throwing them out because it's like, no, stop it.
I was doing Naruto hand seals for like God knows a bit too late. Probably around 14 or 15. I knew all of them by heart. I studied each frame.
Wow.
That's how I learned how to use Photoshop. I like extracted the frames and like did GIFs of all the jutsus so I could and put them all in a folder neatly.
Man, why wasn't this some
categorized all of them.
cringy shit we did as kids?
Yeah, because I blocked it out.
As you should have.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to go back to dreams for a bit though, I had this one dream, like sometimes I get nightmares, but like I don't know, it's kind of fit to me like having dreams is sort of like watching a movie and like, I'll just kind of be thinking about what's going on, just kind of along for the ride. But I had this one that kept trying to turn into a nightmare, but like none of it was scary and it just got fucking dumb. So I was like, man, fuck this, I'm out, and I just woke up.
Oh man.
Just bored myself awake. Just jumped the shark. I'll tell you a really good dream I had though was with this thing called Ducknito. You want to hear about Ducknito?
You've mentioned that word at some point.
Yeah. Okay. So Ducknito, I was walking around the pond by my house, right? And I see this like family of ducks walking across the street, and I just kind of hold up traffic so that they can go. And I'm looking at them, and they're really cute, but like one of them is like there's something really fucking off about it. Like I can't put my finger on it, but like something's weird about this duck. So I like look away, and then like I'm surrounded by all of these fucking SWAT guys. They're everywhere, and fucking Nick Fury from the Marvel movies was there, and he was like, "Get out of the way, Death Perception! That duck is actually Magneto. He turned himself into a duck somehow, and you need to get out of the way so I can run him over with my car." And then Professor X was also there, and he was like, "No, don't get out of the way. Magneto's changed." It's like, you told me he was dead. You're lucky I don't bring all of you in. And then they're both like fucking screaming at me about fucking Ducknito and like fucking getting whether or not to get him out of the way to fucking so Nick Fury can run him over with a car. And it's just I don't know what to do.
Were you really into Marvel movies at the time?
No, but I was reading the Ultimate Comics. And that's like literally a plot thread, but like instead of him being a duck, he was just like mind controlled. But for some reason, this Magneto was a duck. And the other thing I realized is that if that duck actually was Magneto, trying to kill him by running him over with a car is like the dumbest way to kill a man who can control metal.
Well, now a duck that can control metal, I guess.
Right? Yeah. And the thing is, that duck looked nothing like Magneto. He didn't have like a little Magneto hat or anything. He just fucking was a duck that everyone was screaming at me was Magneto.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Found a DeviantArt image of Ducknito.
Yeah, I mean, I had dreams where like, people die in them and stuff, It's kind of how it is.
A dream where I destroyed the entire universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so impersonal.
One time in real life, I threw a backpack on some small kid's head.
That's pretty based. Why is that terrible? Tell me, did he die?
What?
Did you want him to die?
No, I was just frustrated or something, I guess. But the teacher saw it and she was like, that's really bad. For the rest of that class, I was just ashamed whenever I saw that teacher because of her reaction. Right, because I felt like it changed her view of me, I guess.
What?
And the small kid was trying to be my friend.
Oh,
He invited me to his birthday party and stuff.
what a
Which
mistake
kind of
that was.
And you're like, "Fuck you, kid," and smack him over with your backpack.
How dare
Yeah,
you invite me to your birthday party? I'm a
That's
busy
so
fucking
not
guy.
cool.
I don't understand why I disliked him that much.
Maybe he had bad breath, you know. Uh, man, I remember some kids in school had terrible, terrible fucking smells coming out of their mouths. I wanted to like just either run away or punch him to death. I don't know. Oh
Yeah, but
man,
if you
it's a
punch him to
fucking
death, then it's on your hand, you know?
man. It's so good that my country doesn't have guns readily available. Cause I would have totally been in jail right now.
Yeah. Hey, you're
Uh,
pretty cool. Don't come to school tomorrow. I
oh
don't know why I
man,
made you Italian.
yeah, that's pretty close, you know. I know Italian. Uh,
Do you?
well, I did well at some point. Now it's a bit bad. I can understand it, but not speak it that well.
No, that's better than what I can fucking do.
Well, the school I went to was had like Italian as the second language to learn, I guess. But I learned English way better, so they fucked up on that one.
Got him again.
It's, rebelling against society. Yay.
How
Uh,
did you learn English? Just the internet
I
or?
I was stuck at home. So apparently I don't remember that much of that period in my life. But I was a small child. I had a bigger brother and the mom that was currently living alone with us.
Mm.
And I was going to like a kindergarten, and I liked it there. I was speaking to everyone. I was having a good time. I was very healthy kid. But apparently there was like a really terrible uh, disease outbreak there.
Oh.
I don't remember which disease, but it was enough to make my mom not send me there anymore, and she never resumed sending me there. And instead, I was stuck at home, and I watched TV. I caught the Power Rangers, I caught the Nickelodeons, but the most importantly, I caught the Cartoon Networks, which were actually in English. Everything else was Russian.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess I liked the English stuff the most for some reason.
Yeah, I used to have a.
It could be because it was made in English. I mean, not Power Rangers, obviously, but like the fucking other shit.
The Nickelodeon was all in Russian. I always assumed that Nickelodeon was some sort of Russian channel until like 2010.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
because everything's translated, right?
yeah, and I was like, what are these 3D people? I don't like them. I like my cartoon drawings. Yes, thank you very much.
Mm.
And those cartoon drawings take bit oversized wooden mallets, and they would smack each other in the face, and it was funny. And it's like, yo, what's up, doc? I'm a gangster. I'm bust a cup in your ass. And it's like, yeah.
I don't think that's how Bugs Bunny talks.
Well, it's pretty close, I'd say.
um. Uh.
I used to have a TV on in my bedroom,
I
so
did
I
too.
know
Yeah.
the feel.
Oh, I'd never had that.
Oh man,
That's way too rich.
yeah, I found an old TV. Like I had a TV in my room, but I found like this old TV on the side of the street and it worked. So like I fucking had two TVs in my room at one point. It was awesome.
Nice.
I could like I could like put fucking like I could be like playing GameCube on one and then I could fucking just be watching TV on the other. Pretty great.
Man,
Oh.
I could barely we could barely have like the PC in our room for a lot of the time. We really had to like twist our parents' arms to to give us that one. But yeah, I can't imagine having a TV in my room.
Yeah, I guess I kind of used to be like I didn't have a PC for a while, and then my mom had a PC. I think my mom had a PC for quite a while, just to do business stuff on, I guess. And then I could use it, I guess, occasionally.
Yeah, my parents
I don't
never
really
really
remember.
learned how to use PCs,
Well,
and it's very
Well, it's so easy. You just press buttons, XD.
yeah. Just look at the UI, read the UI, and sometimes the UI is in a language you don't not know, but that's fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just learn from context,
Um,
bitch.
yeah. Interesting fact. That's actually why like Windows PCs came with Solitaire. Like the whole point of it was to teach you how the UI worked in a fun way.
Well, Solitaire is still incomprehensible to me, kind of.
Yeah.
Minesweeper makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Minesweeper.
Numbers.
Oh,
I was really stoked on the arc of the PCP when they all started playing Minesweeper like crazy people.
I was
Uh,
so frustrated that Ben didn't understand the
it
fucking
was
Minesweeper at
yes,
first.
I don't understand Minesweeper either.
I did send a voicemail about how much I hate the fact that he didn't understand that first time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I haven't put anything in the PCP voicemail for a while, but I'm glad that the Tom will never die thing is finally caught on.
Oh man, it caught
Yeah.
on pretty hard. I've seen in the last
Yeah,
episode.
it's like Metal Gear 2. It's all about meme warfare.
Yeah, fucking wow. Uh, I also haven't done like one in like 3 weeks or more.
Yeah.
It kind of feels better this way. When I would send voicemails, I would be tempted to listen to skip over to about when I would send it. So I would normally send it on Sundays. So I would skip to the end of the podcast to listen to my voicemail and its reaction, and then skip back.
Yeah, I
Mm.
do that too, but sometimes I just wouldn't listen to the rest of it. It's just kind of like I just want to just hear my own voice because I'm a raging narcissist.
Oh man,
Uh,
there's so much narcissism slash sociopathy uh, on this entire fucking concept. I for some reason like even having an audience or interacting with a large audience makes me think those people have some sort of inherent sociopathy thing or narcissism thing going on.
I mean, a lot of people do it like, for attention,
I like after the first episode of the first recording, I kind of just wanted to cancel everything, but I guess there are 7 other people were at this point 10 other people who started it. So
Yeah.
even
Hmm.
if I dropped out, I guess the show would go on. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Although
I mean,
if you dropped out this episode, it would be a two-person podcast. I don't know. I don't know if we
hey,
survived
it's not.
that.
You want to go in voicemail segment?
Oh man, if only we'd get a large enough audience so would get voicemails.
Yeah.
Should make our own voicemails.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't even have a thing to send voicemails to. Maybe that's what we could do. We could just send them as like shitty crank calls to each other.
Send a voicemail to the PCP podcast and like link to our to our
Timestamp to
voicemail thing.
oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
We could timestamp our voicemail.
Yeah. It's Yeah, it's really funny because like at the end of every time of those voicemail bits I do, I would always end it with "call me back." But like now they could call me back, and they won't.
Whoa.
Why won't you
They,
call me,
they
Ben?
won't, of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a pretty funny bit with the call me back thing. It took me by surprise the first time I heard it.
I don't even leave any contact information, so he couldn't call me if he
Yeah.
wanted to.
Also, Tommy J. It won't make any sense to anyone just listening to the PLAP by accident, but okay, Tommy J. I think I heard his voice in the latest episode. He's doing other voicemails.
Who the fuck is Tommy J?
So there was this guy who was desperately trying to get to become part of the podcast since it's like a two-man show now.
Mumkey Jones?
No, it's just some sort of 12 or 13-year-old kid, and at some point he just started like leaving like 20 or 30 voicemails per episode.
Oh
And
yeah.
and Ben went really hard against him. Like he's basically told him to go fuck himself, that his voicemails will never be played again.
Ouch. Damn, dude.
Yeah, but I think
Punishment fits the
he's
crime.
by not mentioning his name anymore. He's actually doing it. So redemption story for Tommy J. We should have him as a guest.
Yeah. Honestly, though, like I think if we like do this for a while and we get like any modicum of success, I think we could probably get Mumkey. He just seems like a lonely guy.
Maybe.
I haven't kept
I-
up with Monkey at all. What?
Yeah,
he-
who is
Mumkey Jones, he was like,
Simeon Jimmy?
yeah, aka Simeon Jimmy. Um,
He had a
he,
channel and it was great, but then it got deleted.
yeah, it got
Hmm.
deleted. Not by incompetence or regret, but by Susan being a bitch and probably the FBI. There's like something involved with that.
Well, they
Yeah,
can't-
he did a lot of school shooter content.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah,
he,
I've
he
seen some of his stuff.
he was obsessed with this guy
Elliot
who
Roger.
yes, Elliot
Hmm.
Roger, and he had a big old memoir, and he did like a 40-episode series of dramatic reading of his stuff.
Oh man, he also like took the Elliot Roger manifesto and turned it into a book like in the style of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, it I think it got canceled or whatever, but like you can't buy it anymore, but you can still like find the PDF online.
that's that's pretty funny. How the fuck did he go do that? Um, did
Hang
he
on.
commission art to be like all funny and stuff, but with guns?
Yeah, it's a
Oh god, that's pretty
uh,
great. Man, for some reason, okay, so Monkey Jones is since he like took off the mask and started doing like daily sort of shitty episodes, I completely fell off. I just thought that's just hyper profitable but terrible content. Uh, there was this League of Legends montage parody sort of guy from Russia, and he also transitioned once to at some point to doing drama bullshit, and it seems to have propelled him to millions and millions of views, and now he has a YouTube career. But man, that's trash content. I really dislike
man,
it.
it really is a shame. Like I was thinking about like the old PCP stuff, and it's like, man, this shit was so cash like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, and now it's just like it's just sad what happened to all of them. Fucking pretending to live in an RV and like fucking deleting all your stuff and fucking
Yeah, I guess that's the sort of obvious resting place, a final form of a hyper edgy in boys club that are all like, we're joking about all of the edgiest stuff possible. We're saying all of the naughty words. This is totally not gonna bite us in the ass in the future.
yeah.
Uh, but that's the whole reason I kind of it brought me in. I liked all the unhinged funny stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun, like, watching it, because I used to be, like, a Digi guy, before she stopped making good content.
It's the same appeal like Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
Because he was I was describing Filthy Frank as controlled the degeneration. So PCP was also kind of a controlled degeneration and sort of content production uh, group. But I just I guess Filthy Frank became a world famous rapper and the PCP
Man, like,
became
it's so
nothing.
obvious
Oh
that Trixie
man.
just wants to be Filthy Frank, right? Like, you can see it.
I can't.
I hadn't thought
Like,
of it like that.
like, they were an edgy YouTuber for a long time, and then they just want to just fucking delete all their shit and then just start over and become successful some other way through, like, hip-hop.
Yeah,
But, like,
I don't know what the tone is of their latest content, but is it like all like mellow and positive, like what the Filthy Frank
um,
stuff is?
no, it's, a lot of it is just kind of, like, meant to be, like, kind of seedy and, like, trashy on purpose, but they also want to come off as, like, like, more big shot professional guys. which is
Mm.
like really confusing. Fucking like nobody knows what the fuck is going on with their whole bit. Like nobody gets it. And honestly, I don't even know if Trixie knows what the fuck this is supposed to be, because it's like, and like they're not even like really committing to it. Like, oh, I don't want to do anime anymore, but I'm gonna do anime videos still, just like worse. Fucking, I'm gonna, try to be more professional and like have collaborations with people, but I'm also gonna have super public falling outs with multiple people within like 2 weeks of each other between like collaborators. So it's just like okay, so the Cantan stuff, quitting the PCP and like cutting ties with Ben and the Ethan Ralph fight all happened within like 2 weeks of each other.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bad look, and I'm unsubscribed, and I'm trying to not get like be on in the loop, but I guess the PCP
Yeah, I mean,
is keeping the loop in the episode, so yay.
yeah, I mean, I just kind of like the goss,
Mm.
fucking,
I liked the friendship. I liked the Royal Rumbles and the Dark Souls races.
yeah,
Uh,
man, I just like I
uh,
miss all that shit, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a bit cathartic because like I recently had to burn a bridge with one of my friends because they stabbed me in the back about something. So like,
Who did they stab it?
um,
Was the knife big?
no, not like it's like a metaphorical knife. And then
Was it
basically,
metaphorically big?
maybe. I mean, yeah. Like he found out like he was like saying a bunch of like really fucking bad shit about me behind my back, like to all of our old coworkers because we used to work together. One of my other friends
Yeah.
doesn't want to talk to me anymore, and I don't even fucking know like what the fuck was said, but like it's just super fucking weird.
Did you
uh,
did you ever did your friends ever feature in your dreams?
yeah, they were yeah, I had a dream about him a while back. Yeah, I really miss that one friend. I don't miss the other guy though. So like, fuck that guy.
I guess I've always been a bit too passive with my friendships. I've always kind of like just been always looking to be somewhere in the background, but not actually participating too actively. And I feel like it's worked out, but I guess I don't have that many friends, so I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, like every friend group kind of needs the guy who's like kind of quiet and kind of goes with the flow, and then the one who's like a lot more kind of, I don't want to say pushy, but like you know what I mean, like more like outgoing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right
What about?
now, hmm,
Yes, please go ahead,
I mean,
Azar.
all three of us are kind of quiet right now. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is a terrible podcast.
Oh yeah, this is like the
Uh,
worst one we've ever done, and not even counting the super secret one that like was also bad. Yeah.
Oh. So what y'all been doing? How's your week?
Trying to get the not Photoshop, the Adobe Premiere lessons fucking done, and they're boring as shit. And then just
What
being
are they
sad.
boring because the lessons are shit, or are they boring because you're not really interested in Adobe Premiere?
They're boring because like they're like way too thorough.
Mm.
Like they just fucking like you just feel like they're wasting my time. Like okay, so I'm like fucking 5 chapters in, and we just started editing stuff. But like that's the whole point. But like it's been 4 chapters straight of like, all right, here's a file, open a file, close the file, go in the menu, make this change, don't do that change, fucking cancel it all. All right, now save. It's like what?
I personally, when I got into video editing, I really enjoyed just jumping in and looking stuff up as I needed them.
Yeah, that's just the problem is the lessons are like required material, so I have to do them.
Oh, it's actually something for college, right?
Yeah. I'm doing
Damn.
multimedia graphic design.
I I am speaking from a complete amateur's perspective then.
Yeah.
Don't take my my methods too seriously. I could show you. Actually, I did post in the Discord all the videos I've ever done, I guess, except for the secret cult ones.
I feel like if college worked the way it should, you would just say to your teacher, "All right, I'm going to skip this. I'm going to move forward." But
Yeah, but then like someone would just be like, "All right, I'm gonna skip this, this,
all right,
this, and this, and I'm gonna do
I'll
my
skip
final."
right to the. We still have to do the final.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice if you could just do the final exam, and if you do it right, then you get the certificate. Like hmm. I think that's something you can do though. I think that you can get
Yeah.
a certificate, just not from a university per se.
Yeah.
So I
You can,
have you guys been playing anything recently?
No, not really. I've been just trying to focus on school, but it's like it feels like I'm swimming in glue. It
uh,
sucks.
at
You
least
got
the
it.
glue is like, not too deep.
Yeah, but it's not even
'Cause
like it's particularly strong glue. It's like
yeah,
fucking grade school Elmer's
watered
glue,
down.
and you just gotta like it. It's just like it's you're not gonna get stuck and you're not gonna drown, but it's really viscous and it gets stuck in your arm hair and it fucking sucks. You know, and it
Yeah.
smells weird.
For me, I'm like racing to the finish line, but I'm just standing there, sitting, just doing nothing. Tomorrow I'm just gonna start early, start working on my thesis,
Oh,
So
you're
and
what
still
is
then
not
your
done with that.
thesis?
yeah, still on the thesis is like the big project for this year,
Yeah,
and it needs to be done.
I,
Uh,
that's probably something I shouldn't mention in a public environment too much, but actually, it's not. It's not a secret. Uh, I is the thesis like properly read out and seen and like analyzed in wherever you're learning?
um, not entirely sure what you're asking. I mean,
It,
uh,
what is the process of scrutiny of the thesis themselves? Are they
uh,
considered actually like read out?
yeah, the so I what's it called?
It's like what's the premise of your thesis? Like,
So the
yeah,
premise is well, the premise starts with the machine learning. It starts with AI, where it's like, okay, you got AI models, and they can learn how to do things. Like they can learn to detect whether there's a dog in an image. They can learn to detect whether it would be wise to uh whether somebody is whether it would be a good idea to give somebody a loan, to let someone take out a loan, right? And these machine learning models, they make real life decisions.
yeah,
And I
Yes.
think in the U.S., people have the right to know why their credit score changes. I think I don't know how
Yes.
how that works in practice, but I think there's laws about that. Um, I think you have something similar in the EU. So there's a legal there are legal reasons why you might want to know why an AI makes certain decisions. I mean, there's also other reasons why you might want to know why an AI makes a decision. Maybe it
And
makes the wrong decision and you want to debug it,
and you're writing
etc.
a thesis with this premise in mind.
So that's a bit of the context. So there's this field uh, of research called explainable machine learning and or explainability, interpretability, uh, and there they develop methods to kind of figure out, okay, how should I change the input to get a desired change in the output? So what should I change about myself in order to get accepted for this loan, for example? And then that can act as an explanation for the decision because it's like, okay, this is apparently locally the direction most influential to the AI's decision. This is so basically, yeah, explanation methods. And my thesis is about how do you compare explanation methods and how do you prove prove how well they work. So it's a bit of a new field. So
Well,
have to do
it's something productive. That's
yeah
pretty cool. Uh,
um
I was actually only asked. Okay, the
yeah about the process, I assume.
no, no. The
Uh,
thing about the what I'm asking is, the system in our country is so fucked that it didn't even occur to me to ask you about the subject of your thesis itself.
Oh,
Because
geez.
so we were given a list of subjects, and we were only to choose from them and to write a thesis about that. And
I mean, that's kind of similar to how it works here. So you try to find a you first of all you find a somebody who will guide you on your thesis. I don't really know what that's called, a
uh,
mentor or whatever.
uh,
But
yeah,
it's like a professor or a PhD or a doctor or whatever that knows a bit about a subject you're interested in, and then that guide will come up with a couple subjects. So sometimes you sort of collaborate on trying to figure out what the subject is. Other times he might just have uh, a subject ready, you know. And that was what happened in my case. I was just looking for somebody who was interested in guiding me on a subject about artificial intelligence, and they came to me and said like, uh, uh, I have this particular project. It's really for uh, a master's student, but the motivated bachelor student would work as well. And you know, motivated is a strong word, yeah. So
I mean that
roughly, yeah.
is that is pretty nice. The my experience with theses at university was absolutely horrible. It discouraged me from
Mm-hmm.
ever wanting to do a master's because it
Jesus.
was such a farce. I so I, ch- I didn't we weren't informed, or at least it wasn't common knowledge that you're supposed to like pick a thing and then go and consult with teachers about it. We teachers were always like there was some sort of barrier, and it felt as if that
Mm-hmm.
it's impossible to actually reach them. And
I know
once
some teachers that are basically impossible to reach sometimes, but uh
yeah, I guess they would help you with the what you actually need to write about. But the thing is, uh, I guess if you're not interested in the field enough, you just can't find anything to write about. And that was the case for me. My thesis consisted of 1 or 2 pages of fluff at the beginning, 1 or 2 pages of fluff at the end, and everything else was just copy pasted the legislation of the actual thing that I was writing about from the government site, and yeah, that was it.
damn.
It was stressful as hell to pull it off. I had to. It had to go to the teacher, and they say, okay, add this and this and this, and then you'll have to I also do a PowerPoint presentation and like try to pretend that your thesis is about something, and then you'll get your grade. And
Right? Pretend that your thesis is about something. Jesus.
uh,
Yeah,
That's
no,
fucking cold.
just
because there was absolutely it's just fluff. It's just stuff that about how the system works, and there's no insight. Uh, maybe it's just my field. I went into economics, and I only had this a very fleeting interest in it, and it completely died by the end of my bachelor's. And yeah, it was fucking terrible. I have a maybe I should have gone into computer informatics or something. I don't know. It sounds like you're having some sort of fun
uh
writing
it's
yours.
yeah, it's sort of interesting. The most interesting part is coming up with ideas. And the slightly more annoying part is like formalizing them to be like mathematically accurate. And then the least fun part for me is finding like references and doing the human part kind of. It's like,
Yeah, that's why I don't like academia. It's just like so boring, man. And then you got to do it like in the specific like format, or they like lose their shit.
Yeah, you gotta follow the format. It's very, very important.
my
Also,
my my guide uh is good about like trying to explain why uh certain things should be the way they should.
My
Uh,
Def, your mic quality dropped very, very hard.
Oh, yeah, is this better?
Uh, you're still very quiet, but it's
Oh,
getting
it
better.
might just be because like the way I'm sitting. Is this
Okay,
better?
this is good.
A
Yeah.
bit of noise in the background.
I live next to a generator. Like my room is like right next to like the generator from my apartment building, so I kind of can't.
If you try turning on crisp,
What's crisp?
It's the thing in the voice and audio thing.
yeah, you can activate it there too.
I don't like these noise suppression things that much because, for example, when you laugh, it's just gonna like cut your laughs,
Oh,
kind of
hmm.
wholesale sometimes.
I've noticed that it cuts out burps as well, which is very, very sad.
Yes, a staple of the PCP culture.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah.
Ah,
How far away from having to write a academic paper are you, Depth Perception?
I don't know yet, but I probably will have to write something eventually. Right now I'm just doing some like film shit and working with Adobe.
mhm.
Yeah. One of the things that's kind of nice about like the way my course works is that every semester, like every course is only like 7 weeks long, but you only have to focus on like 2 of them at a time. So it's a lot easier to kind of deal with because you're not like juggling like 7 balls in the air.
Nice.
Do you enjoy juggling?
No, I don't. I can't juggle for shit.
How about you,
Are we
Isaiah?
still talking about metaphorical juggling or?
Both. I mean,
But-
I don't know. I'm kind of bad if I've got like a bunch of shit I gotta focus on. It's just like I start freaking out because it's like, oh god, I don't fucking know where to begin with this, and then it just kind of, yeah.
I had a couple weeks where I didn't really have anything else to focus on except for my thesis, and those went pretty well. I got a lot of work in, especially because I'm doing this thing where I go into a Zoom call with a couple friends and just work silently and sometimes talk.
That's pretty good. I
That's
have
why I
never
made
had
the productivity zone voice channel below. If you want, we could do that sometime.
That could be kind of nice.
I actually okay. So here's the thing that I did instead of doing my thesis, because I was already kind of expecting I was gonna fail. I was like, I'm never gonna make it. The fucking deadline is way too close. I guess I'm just gonna play Dead Space 3. And I did, and I
Nice.
beat Dead Space
Base.
3. And then I continued my playthrough of Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. And
Cool.
then at the very like 2 or 3 days before the deadline, I was sitting in like the university computer center, and like this girl from my class that well, it's not very relevant, but she was very ugly and fat. But she was nice, and she totally helped motivate me to do everything in the
Nice.
last 2 days. I didn't sleep
Cool.
those 2 days at all, but at least I didn't fail.
Oh man, yeah, I remember. This
And
is
you
my
played
second
video
time.
games as much as possible, like you dreamed of.
Yes,
So,
my dream literally came true in that moment.
Death, you were gonna say something?
Oh, yeah, I remember the first time I tried college because this is my second attempt now. I fucking had basically I was like really far behind because they're like everything's due at the end. You know, there's no real deadline. So like, I'd be behind on something, and then it's like, well, I can't focus on that thing until I get the previous thing done, and then they just kept stacking, and then I tried to get it all done in like 2 weeks. I got a big
Yeah.
chunk of it done, but like I was too late to upload it, so that fucking sucked.
Ah,
And like I was
damn.
going off like 4 hours of sleep at most for like a couple of weeks. And like I was freaking out near the end of it. Like I just called my brother up and I just started screaming about how much I hate Tweety from the Looney Tunes. Like he is objectively the worst Looney Tune. I can get into it some other day, but like fuck Tweety, he's the worst. But it was like a long rant. It was like 45 minutes.
I mean,
And-
we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. You can probably go off on it.
Okay, so fucking Tweety is the worst Looney Tune because he doesn't contribute enough. He's not, like, his whole thing is that he's supposed to be cute, but he's not cute at all. He's kind of stupid looking and he's got, like, a dumb voice. But, like, he doesn't fucking ever pull his weight, right? Fucking, he just sits in a little cage while other people beat the shit out of Sylvester for him. He's not, like, clever like Bugs Bunny or, like, completely apathetic like the Roadrunner, because like the Roadrunner doesn't give a shit about Wile E. Coyote, and that's why it works. But Tweety is just actively like mocking this poor guy who just fucking doesn't want to starve and impress his son. Sylvester is the working class hero, and fucking Tweety is a privileged little piece of shit, and I fucking hate Tweety.
It might be testament to how forgettable the entire concept is. But what even is Tweety doing, and what is Sylvester doing? Is it a Tom and Jerry situation?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, with Tom and Jerry, it's that like, oh no, there's a mouse. Tom, kill it, or I'll beat the shit out of you, which is kind of fucked up. But like with Tweety, like Tweety's just this stupid little fucking bird, and Sylvester's trying to eat him because he's homeless and like fucking, he's starving to death. But like, he'll like, it's the standard Looney Tunes setup of like, character pursues another character and gets their ass beat every time. But like Tweety doesn't fucking do anything. He just kind of lets other people fight his battles for him, like a total bitch.
So is Tweety a she or a he?
It's a he.
Okay, is Tweety doing anything like clever, like doing a Machiavellian scheme of pitting everyone against each other or something like that? Ever?
No, he's just like he just acts all cute and stuff, and everybody just kind of beats the shit out of Sylvester, and he just laughs at this poor guy. Like he's just like he's very cruel. Like is there cruelty about Tweety
Wait,
in this
Tweety's the guy.
dynamic?
I never knew that. Huh.
Oh, asshole.
Fucking yeah, Tweety's just a professional victim. Tweety never had to work for anything in his fucking life. Tweety fucking just sits in his birdcage while everybody else fucking does everything for him, and this other guy's just, I think it's interesting. Like, you compare it to other Looney Tunes dynamics where, like, you fucking look at anything with Bugs Bunny. Like, these guys are fucking with him, so he's gonna, like, fuck with them back worse, and that's kind of fun. Because there's like a karmatic angle. Wile E. Coyote, what's fun about his dynamic with the Roadrunner is that the Roadrunner doesn't care about Wile E. Coyote, and Wile E. Coyote can stop at any time that he wants. It's just pride that's making him do this now. And that's fun. But fucking Sylvester just doesn't want to starve, and Tweety just wants you to think that he's cute so he can continue getting away with this shit. And like, imagine me, like, I mean, I know this sounds pretty autistic, but it was really autistic, like, a couple of years ago, where I was, like, passionately screaming about this. Honestly, like, one of the most passionate things I've ever fucking gone off about, for, like, 45 minutes straight about just how Tweety's the worst fucking Looney Tune.
Was it in response? What was the context? Were you guys watching a Looney Tune and you then had the realization and started the whole?
I think the conversation came up, but like honestly, it was just because I was like so sleep deprived and stressed out. I just kind of needed to fucking like lash out, so I just started screaming about Tweety. But honestly, I stand by every single word. Fuck Tweety.
Yeah, fuck.
I agree. Now you've convinced me. I believe. I believe every slapstick chase character should pull their weight. They should fight back. They should do funny schemes. Or at the very least, they should rely on anything other than their luck and their looks.
They should dress up like a girl to troll the trolls.
Yeah, he doesn't like doing it, but it works.
This reminds me of this Russian slapstick chasey cartoon called Nu Pagadi.
No pagadi.
What's that about?
Yeah, Nu Pagadi. It's a big old wolf and a big old rabbit, and they chase each other. And the rabbit is always a rascal. He's a lot more Jerry than anything else. But they're always going on a themed sort of adventure. They're never like in the house and doing different things in the house. they're always like, oh, at the opera, ooh, at the stadium, oh, at the Communist Revolution. There's anything like that, and I I didn't never watched it with a critical eye, but I I guess the Zayat, the bunny, never pulled his weight because I never had the desire to go on a 45-minute rant about him.
Yeah, I mean, like, and the thing is, like, it's not even that you don't pull your weight. A lot of it, it's that the fact that like Tweety then like is just making fun of you for pulling all the weight, you know?
Hmm.
Like I said, like the Roadrunner, what makes the Roadrunner work is that the Roadrunner doesn't fucking care about Wile E. Coyote. He's just kind of living his life and just kind of just running around. But like fucking Tweety, like is just straight up malicious to Sylvester. He's just a fucking asshole. Tweety's a little prick. I hate him.
What's some? You guys watch Rick and Morty?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the worst Rick and Morty character,
I
or the best if you want?
was not very big fan of Mr. Meeseeks.
Uh,
I don't like his voice. Actually,
Yeah.
it's I I guess it's a funny voice, but not when there's so many. I guess it got pretty old. The whole oh, funny voice. I want to kill myself. It got old
Yeah.
pretty fast.
I mean, it's just like
Hmm.
the show kind of sometimes it's like a little too nihilistic, and it's just like okay, like we get it, you know. It kind of becomes adolescently preachy, where it's fucking like, haha, nothing matters. Okay, whatever. I'd say the worst episode though was the dragon one. So probably everything to do with that, except for the cat, the like talking cat who wants to go to Florida. That was pretty. But the dragon episode is the worst episode of Rick and Morty. Worst character though, probably.
The cat was kind of weird to me because I assumed there was going to be like more to it. Like the story didn't really feel finished.
Yeah. It felt like unfinished, and then there's all like the weird sex things, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? I don't like this.
Yeah. I don't know. Are we talking about who's the best Rick and Morty character?
Best
We're
Rick and
talking
Morty
about
character,
what's the
worst
worst
Rick
Rick
and
and Morty.
Did anyone like fucking that guy who was like Butterfinger Man?
What?
Butterfinger Man?
Peanut butter. The guy who was like whole joke was that he was always there.
The
I have
well,
no idea what
actually,
you're talking about.
it's just a character you made
Mr.
up.
Poopy Butthole.
Oh, Mr. Poopy
Yeah.
Butthole.
Oh no!
He's
Of
alright.
course, I knew him all along.
Yes.
But yeah,
I made
a lot of
reference to him last time because that one colleague that apparently was in our class for 2 years and I didn't remember him.
yeah. Fucking. I don't know. I mean, a lot of Rick and Morty's humor is just kind of like, whoa, look at this crazy thing. Look at me. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah, you do need a bit
Um,
more Dan Harmon in your Rick and Morty writing.
Yeah. Honestly, though, like Dan Harmon's alright, but like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like people suck his dick a little too much, especially Dan Harmon.
Well, I mean, he wrote Community, and that's
A
pretty
lot.
good.
Well, I mean, I guess you know. I mean, it's not like he was the only one who wrote Rick fucking Community.
Oh man, Community's so good. Have you guys ever watched Community the whole way through?
I've seen a little bit of it. My brother was into it, but like everything else, it died in a disappointing fashion, and then he whined about it.
I didn't enjoy the last 2 seasons that much, but I guess they were different. They had a different dynamic going on.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
wonder if
like
they're actually gonna do the movie.
oh, they'd have to do another season, right? 'Cause then
No,
it's
they did
6
6
seasons in a
seasons.
movie.
They did do 6 seasons.
Oh, I thought you said there were 5.
Well, people like to pretend that the fourth one doesn't exist, but it does. Haha.
Actually, I got a really funny story about Rick and Morty. I knew this girl for a while, and she fucking hated Rick and Morty. And she's talking
Why?
about like I don't know, just because it's not for everybody. But
But
she-
okay.
Yeah, so
She was
she
talking
did
about.
like Rick and Morty. So she's talking about like Susan Sarandon, like she really likes Susan Sarandon, and she was like, "Oh man, I really liked her in this thing. I liked her in the thing where the guy turned himself into a pickle, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen." Because like, not only is Susan Sarandon in Rick and Morty, she's in the Rick and Morty. It's like, no, that's not true.
That
And
can't
like,
be true. No.
Search your feelings. You know it in your heart to be true.
Oh, man.
And it was, and she was like, no!
Yeah.
No, you had to do the whole. No.
Susan Sarandon, more like Susan Saran wrap around my pickle. Hold on, that sounds kind of sexual.
Man,
Right.
okay, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I I just got connected, but like we've been talking this whole time, so like what the fuck?
Well,
What?
we didn't see that on our side, so maybe it's good.
Yeah, like my thing was like grayed out, which is like weird. But then I like clicked it again, and now it's like voice connected, and I was like, what? I thought I was connected. Then who am I talking to?
Yeah. No, we were never here. It's a solo cast all along.
Oh man, fuck! I was the cringe all along. See, this is why we need Stomp to come back to not be cringe.
Yeah. Yeah. Stomp will balance out the bass and the cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice if more people participate.
Yeah, I mean, probably the big problem this week was that this was made 2-4, and we didn't plan for it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, oh hey, I'm going camping, or I'm touring the country. So like, just whatever.
Yeah, if I had known that it was going to be a 3-person podcast, I might have paid
might
more
have made it
attention this week. Might have
Yeah.
thought of more stories.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything about piss. I was just kind of expecting you guys to like,
True.
well, actually, I have a dream about piss. I can tell you this one.
A dream about piss.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You piss yourself awake?
No. Okay, so I had a dream where like I was in my bed and I really had to go pee. So I got up and went to the bathroom, but then I'd wake up and it's like, oh shit, I'm still in the bed. I just dreamt that I peed. I gotta go and like go pee now. So I'd do that. But except no, that was also a dream. I just kept dreaming that I went up and pissed, but I didn't piss. And eventually I was like, all right, I have to do this for real. And eventually I did, but this was like 7 times of like just dreaming about going to the bathroom, only to wake up realizing I still had to.
Damn.
There reminds me of dreams I had in high school where I guess my brain was just pretending to me that I was going to school so that I could sleep through school.
Ooh,
Yeah,
actually,
I did kind of have that. Yeah.
yeah. One time I have to get the bus to school every day, like not like the school bus, but like the city bus. So I have to get up early and go for it. So I didn't want to go to English class that day, so I was like, ah, god damn it. So I was lying in my bed and I just kind of like roll over to get out of bed, only to realize that I was already in English class. I just dreamt that I had to go to English class. And I was like, yeah, that's so convenient. This is great.
What?
Yeah, I had a dream where in English class where I needed to go to English class and I was getting ready to
You
like,
you were
head on
sleeping
there
in
for-
English class or what?
Yeah, I was sleeping in English class.
Mhm.
I just dreamt that I had to go to English class. But when I woke up I was already there and I was like, wow, this is so convenient.
Amazing. Now pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I
I mean-
usually like English class, but it's just like it's one of those ones where they just go over the plot of it every fucking day. Like, listen, I fucking know what happens in Macbeth. You don't need to tell me every fucking day for 3 months, Kelly. God damn it!
I used to hate in high school that language classes were combined with like literature classes. Like the two are only tangentially related.
We
Like,
we had to
literature is
take
something you do with language, I guess.
we had a creative writing class, but then my teacher went all boomer and was like, "Oh, you fuckers don't know how to grammar very well. I'm just gonna make this a mandatory thing. Everybody's gotta learn about grammar." And it's like, man, this fucking sucks. I wanted to do creative writing and not fucking learn how fucking irony works, you motherfucker. God damn it.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, creative writing would have been fun.
Yeah,
We
I
had
mean,
some.
eventually we did get to creative writing. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
Eventually though we did get to creative writing. It just took a fucking while. But it was kind of good. We had to do like a children's book, and like I worked my ass off on that one, and I got like a really good grade. But like when Krez was saying you must be kind of having a bit of fun with your project. Like I totally get that, because like doing this stuff with school. I mean this semester kind of sucks, but like last semester I was doing a bunch of Photoshop shit, and it was a lot of work. But like it's kind of fun in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're working towards something, and you feel some sort of a reward, like it's rewarding. When you don't care about anything regarding to the topic, it feels like you're just wasting time, and that's how
Yeah.
my university felt. Haha.
What was super annoying in high school is, I mean, this is just like maybe a universal constant of school, but it's like the stuff I'm interested in, I already know about because I've been reading about it for myself. And the stuff I'm not interested in, that's the stuff I have the most trouble with. That's the stuff I have to put the most effort into. It's like
Yeah.
a paradox.
It sometimes feels like
Dumb.
you're supposed like the whole thing about don't go into the thing you like because you'll make the thing you like a job and that you're gonna hate it. It feels like that is bullshit, and you should always go into the thing you like and
Yeah.
just do that. It feels like maybe I should actually be doing video games
You
instead
should
of
be
anything else,
live streaming video games right now.
or creating video games.
Quick,
Oh
create a Twitch
man,
account.
that's the dream. Hey, that's what we'll all do eventually. Once like this podcast ends, we'll all just be making our own video games and
Our own
fucking
secret projects.
yeah, secret projects. One of us will pretend to live in an RV. It'll be great.
Wait, I can't
Yeah, I
wait.
was gonna comment on the first episode. Like the astute viewer will notice which one of us is the fucking psycho. Lol. But I didn't want to insult anyone on
Wait,
the
which one is the
PCP.
psycho?
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I wasn't. I didn't know. Well, I was talking about weird shit about whistling dick. So I feel like I'm the psycho.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm the one who screamed the most, so they probably think you mean me.
I did make sure to keep your origin story in the second episode when that's gonna get
Nice.
finished.
Yeah, it's still rendering in the background.
So where are we at now?
We are at 1 hour 25, and a bunch of that's gonna be some white noise, so it's like an hour-long podcast. Is it?
Oh.
Want to call it right now?
We could
Yeah.
move on to voicemails. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I am Mr. Voicemail Man. I just want to say I love your podcast, but it's a shame that Stomperoo left. Call me back.
No stop, no watch. Call me back.
No, yeah.
You know what, Mr. Voicemailer? Fuck you. But thank
Yeah,
you for that.
so
Fuck you, viewers, all of you. Hate you.
hey,
I hate.
Hey, so depth perception was wrong in the last episode. Well, there's actually a lot of deep lore about Tweety, and he just doesn't understand.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, actually, if you you get like 50 voicemails all about Tweety.
Yeah.
if,
Konnichiwa, Krez-sama.
Oh no, ninjas, gross.
He wants his ninja scroll with his ninja sushi recipe on it.
Yeah.
With the power of the culinary arts, peace will be brought back to Japan.
Is that a quote?
No.
Beautiful.
Oh man.
Profound.
Food will unite us.
Oh man, do you like sushi? I love sushi. At the very least, the Western sushi that I've eaten, because I obviously haven't never gone to Japan.
I haven't really tried it. I don't
had
really
it
like
before.
fish in
It's
general.
pretty good.
So.
I am vegetarian now, so oops, can't eat anymore until they
Darn.
invent artificial fish. There's a pun in there.
Artifish.
Artificial.
I was gonna say, aren't there like certain kinds of sushi that are like just made out of vegetables and stuff?
No, sushi
Probably.
just inherently implies that there's fish in it.
Yeah, I mean like
I guess the word does mean raw fish in Japanese or something.
yeah, but I mean like I think there's like at like sushi restaurants there's like some stuff you can get that's like doesn't have meat in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like sushi with just some cucumber in there,
Oh yeah, yeah. That.
which is pretty tasty. I do hope they come up with artificial meat soon. It seems
I
to
mean,
be
Me too. You know
I
what?
mean,
Me
I've had
too.
artificial meat. It's just it's kind of bad still. Eventually, it'll get good, and then
I
that'll be the
believe
real game
I,
changer.
I believe they'll just be able to influence whatever fucking factors to make it taste as good as possible and as different as possible, and I can't wait for that future. I bet that it's gonna be a good time to eat all the artificial meat.
Yeah.
yeah. It,
As an avid carnivore,
it could
mind
be
you.
better than real meat.
Yeah,
Um,
that's exactly what I wanted.
so cultured meat is a thing. It's been on
Mm,
the rise.
can't
So
wait.
that's just growing it from cells in a. You could think of it as a petri dish or a giant reactor.
It's basically meat yogurt.
uh,
I don't know if that's true or not, but I just wanted you guys to think about that. So you're
mm,
welcome.
Mogurt.
That sounds delicious, and
Blech.
I bet if I go to the toilet after I eat it, I am going to plap. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye, I guess.